Alright, so we're back working on the SS. Today we're going to be doing the moldings for the car, for the windows. I got them because the ones that I have on right now are so burned out. Let me show you guys real quick. So this is already, you could see it. I don't know if you guys can see it on camera. So this is already lifted. It's not supposed to be like that. It's all burned out. Sun did a good job on it. Get that to focus. So I'm gonna be changing these out. Unfortunately, you do have to take off the door panels. I was kind of hoping I didn't have to, but yeah, we're gonna have to do that. So I put some painter's tape on here, just so if I need to pry it out, I won't scratch the paint. So there's 2 screws. There's one right here on the end, right there, and one right there. And you will have to remove this seal for the door. It's just more screws. One right there, one right there, right there, and right there. So there's a total of 4 you need to remove. And then for this one, you need to remove the arm or the door pull, one on each side. And then in here, there's 2 screws, and I believe there is one at the bottom, right here. Need one right there, and then it should be able to just pull out. So there's clips all throughout the door panel, but as notoriously terrible these are to take off, they're probably gonna break. But I'm gonna try my best to not break them. But yeah, so that's what you have to do, and you're gonna have to roll the window down, but you can keep powered through this. It's not like you're gonna change out the regulator or the motor or whatever. Even for that, I don't think you have to disconnect the battery, but for the most part, it should be pretty easy. I don't think there's one in here like the front. It should be pretty easy, straightforward, but I've never done moldings, these moldings before, and I've never taken off these door panels, so it's gonna be a first time for me. So let me get this started and I'll be right back. All right, got the armrest off, got the door pull off. So this, I guess I'll just do it live. You can pretty much just pop it off. I know that there's a way you can just gotta be really careful. Kind of like move it around. That'll happen, I guess. I guess we're just gonna do this live and break everything. Cause I know that behind here, you can see that clip right there. I think it's broken, unless that's where this, no, that's where the screw goes on. Let's see, I really don't want to break these, but I feel like there's another screw in there or something, or a clip. It's not wanting to come out. Kind of scared, not gonna lie. But I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna just go in with 2 hands, and I need to check behind here and see what's going on. All right, I'm just blind. I forgot that there is this hidden screw right there behind the door, or the door handle. So you take that off, and I'm pretty, you know what? Let's just do this live, so I don't have to keep cutting. It's right there. Doing this with 1 hand, so I'm trying to get a good angle of it as best as I can without breaking stuff and losing stuff. Alright, so now this should be able to just come out. Yeah, super easy. It's a good thing I checked, because probably would have broken stuff, and I hope that ashtray isn't broken, but this is classic GM plastic that's super brittle, and I don't know, terrible design, well, terrible quality. Okay, so we got this off, and now you should be able to peek in and take off the clips, but I'm gonna roll down the window real quick and then start taking a look at all the clips and pry them out. That way I don't pull on them too hard and break. Okay, and just real quick, there is one clip right here. Let me kind of zoom out. Sorry. So you just put your fingers through here, you can tell that there is a clip right here, so kind of like in this area. So just have a feel for all the clips first before you start pulling it, because they will break. They will absolutely 100% break. Even though you can repair them, it's better not. It's best to try to take them out as best you can, so you don't have to break them and don't go through the headache. So just do that and you'll be fine. All right, so I was able to take off the door panel. So there's actually like two very stubborn clips right here. I thought there was one right here, but there's one on each edge. So what you want to do is push the door panel in and then pull up, or also push up, because that way, because there's like a little retainer. It's kind of like actually these two. Let me see if I can even get it on video. I already have these off too. So it's kind of like these. Not sure if you guys can see that. So it's kind of like these, where it's going to be locked in here. So you have to basically like push that in and then pull it up so it comes out. So I got that off. It's super dirty. I'm going to clean it up. But yeah, you do that, and it's also the same song and dance for this one. I'm also replacing this molding on here too, the seal, the window seal, because it basically it clips into it, and then the other ones are bent because I bent them out, but I really don't care because they're old and burned out. So this one, you do that. Just be careful here, because sometimes it will kind of rip off and you might be able to scratch it, but aside from that, it was pretty simple. You just got to work your way around it, keep pushing up, because you can see this is where the clips are at, kind of where they sat right here. So it's pretty simple, and then the screws go in on the sides. I'm gonna just clean it up. I don't think I need any double-sided tape. I didn't see any on the thing, so all you got to do is just pretty much clip it in, screw it on, and it should be fine. So I'm gonna do that now. So this is how it looks once it's done already. It looks really good, honestly. It's just, you can see kind of like the hard lines where the original one was, but it pretty much fits how the old one was. And then this one's snug, like this seal right here. It fits just as it should and works pretty good. And then I tightened it up so this isn't gonna go anywhere. I was thinking about putting double-sided tape, but I didn't really see anything under it, so I just left it as is. And it honestly, it's like if I never changed it in the first place. It's pretty loud, but I think for today, I think that's it. I'm only gonna try to re-stick these real quick. I need to take this old double-sided tape off, make sure to clean this with alcohol as best as I can, and then clean this with alcohol too, and then re-stick it, because I really don't want to have to take them off and redo them completely, but that's something I probably will have to do. So when I come back, I'm gonna end up doing all of them again, or the 3 other ones. Probably start with the rear one the next, and then the 2 front ones last. Alright, so I actually already did this one. I just skipped ahead. The only thing that I would say about this one is that instead of putting the painter's tape under here, I would just say use a microfiber towel and use like one of your panel clip tools or a flathead screwdriver to kind of pry it out. Because that first one I kind of messed up where I just like bent it, so in case they're still okay and you want to keep them, it's best to kind of like pry them out for where the clips are at. And it's kind of hard to tell, but it's better to do that instead. So this one only took me about 20 minutes, honestly. 20-25 minutes as opposed to the other side, and none of these clips broke off, so they were all perfectly fine. The other side, they kind of did break off, but the door panel went back just fine. So I'm actually working on the front passenger side. Now this one's a little bit more tricky because you do have the seat controls, and I do have an issue where this harness doesn't want to come off, and I really don't want to mess with it because that right there is already kind of broken, or not broken, but I kind of scraped off. So here it was easy for me to just pry it out from here, and it has this in here, so just be careful. So this kind of goes like that, and then you push it back in and it clips back in. So just be mindful of that, not to just pry it out like you know, forcing it. So especially if yours are already, if your door panel's already broken. I think mine's already broken from somewhere. Yeah, right here it has a crack, and in a couple other spots, but I'll probably just leave it like that. And on these, it only has one screw right there. So there isn't one over here because this is in the way, which I'm kind of wondering, but I guess I'll just find out whenever I take it off. And I think that's pretty much it. And I know on my driver's side, I have this, the speaker rattles, so it's kind of like an annoying, how do I explain it? It's just an annoying sound. So I'm gonna take this off, and I want to make sure that the speaker isn't kind of, you know, popped out or loosening up. So I'm gonna do that with this one. And like I said, this I'll just have to leave it connected along with it, because I can't take it off and I don't want to break anything. So let me just take this out real quick and I'll be right back. Just real quick, good shop will not let this happen. They'll take off these moldings and paint the car. Not like this. This is terrible. I regret ever having spent money at Mako. This thing paint just literally broke off. So a good painter will have it like this, obviously covered off the windows, and paint that too. So if you're getting this car painted, make sure these come off, get it painted right. All right, real quick, last thing I want to tell you guys is right here. See if it'll focus. Right here, you gotta slide out the molding. So it's gonna slide in, and then this will be inside, like inside of that right there. So all you gotta do is just slide it out, and then make sure all the clips are off, and that should be it. So that's the last of it. So it's pretty easy. Just take your time not to break anything.